Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Yeah, gotta do it right. Yeah. Do it for Christ. Only got one life. Got one shot at this, I gotta do it right. Yeah, I gotta do it right. Time to throw in the towel. I've been holding on this for a while. Moving on my own skin. Crocodile, yeah, I'm washed in the blood. Made new, can't tell who I was. He saved me by grace. He did it just because. Yeah, my flesh was on E. Had to fill it with the spirit.
Hey. Y'all know. You already know. Because it's Wednesday.
They know.
You know.
Yeah.
It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
Shout out to all you good people out there. Once again, you're welcome. we love y'all. We appreciate you. We're going to be talking about a topic today that's going to get somebody in trouble if they don't do it right.
Well,
but this one thing, if you do this one thing in your marriage, because we in the book today.
Yes.
Like we putting out straight book vibes. Hold on. Where we at?
Right here.
This is a real bookshelf. This is not a fake background. It's not real office. So like, check it out. You see that? We're putting out real book vibes today. It's Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. We in chapter number 16. But this topic right here is the topic that will mess more people up if they get it wrong.
Yeah.
But when you get it right, oh my goodness gracious, it's going to make your life peaceful, at ease, make your marriage better, make your money better. Everything is going to the next level when you get this topic right. And our topic for today is you're fired. How to fire your spouse.
Oh man.
Oh man. Ouchie. Man, I'm feeling this right now. We might have to get a little extra real today. It comes in waves.
It does. It really does.
It's some real stuff. We closed on a property today.
Yeah,
hey,
did.
so I'm gonna tell you, this is the saddest day we've ever closed on a property.
It was rough.
It was a rough day because you know the people who was living there was in a pretty rough situation. I was very thankful that we bought the house and everything. Yeah. But Wade was kind of telling us a little bit about this story, and it hit hard on
it did.
On our heart, But they had to be the most thankful people, and just good people. But sometimes you hear people's story and you just like really rooting for people to do well, and if their next steps continue to grow them to something better.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you, it was a great day.
Yeah.
We are in the middle of several fix and flip projects. We're going to show y'all some stuff here pretty soon.
Oh, I'm excited.
And
we got to film.
Oh yeah, we're back like in the rehab game. So this is where we really like to work together.
Oh yeah.
And we found that we enjoy working together the most, fixing up properties. And like that's kind of the thing that we enjoy doing the most together. I think it works for us and how we communicate. There's a lot of other things that we could do together that we just don't, and we'll share some of that with you as well.
Yeah.
And so that you get to see the things that we hire ourselves to do and the things that we've been fired from. And we promise to be real with you. Humble, open, and transparent is how we come on Wealthy Marriage Wednesday. So you get to share our life and our marriage in a real way. Yeah. And so we only got one rule on here. There's no judgment. Yeah. So don't be blowing us up, canceling us. Yeah, right. Don't be canceling me. Talking about, something wrong with my marriage. What's wrong with your marriage? What's wrong with your situation? But we do what we can do. Yeah. And it's good to be able to share life together. But we're talking about this topic today. If you're fired, we're not going to play around. We're going to get right to it.
That's right.
Yeah. And so this topic, as always, as we talk about it, is like, how do you do business together and do it well? And for us, we like to help couples to replace their income with real estate investing. We're very passionate about it. And so, as we go through, that's the lens that we're going to talk about is how to do it, to get your time back, to get your freedom back, specifically following the freedom formula, which is
turning time into money.
Yes, indeed. You turn your time into money. Then you turn your money into assets. Come on, somebody.
And then turn your assets into freedom.
Yes, indeed. Yes. So that's what we do. When we talk about freedom, we talking about not in bondage.
Yes.
Talking about without hindrance or restraint. We talking about really being free. Free to do the stuff that you've been called to do without hindrance or restraint. Right. If you know that you have a calling towards your family and you can be with your family and take care of your family without hindrance or restraint, If you got to call to a ministry, nonprofit, maybe you on the job, but you in bondage on the job.
Right.
You can't even tell your boss the real ideas you got because you don't want to cause no waves.
Right.
And so when you willing, if you financially in a place where it don't matter if they like your ideas or not, you get your money outside of this place. You here because you've been called to this space and you are anointed for your space, and that you in there operating without the need for your paycheck, because the same people you need to feed you are the same people who can starve you. Right. And so our job is to get free where the people can't feed or starve us, that we pull back control and we truly have freedom over our time. And so we're talking about this topic today, and it's about to get crazy. Hold on.
Man. Oh man,
Uncle T.
No,
okay,
Uncle
hold on.
T.
I'm about to get fired right now. I told y'all don't be canceling nobody on this podcast. But you're fired. Look at you. Look at you. You're fired. Have you ever wanted to fire your spouse? Have you ever just been like, look, whatever you got going on in this particular environment ain't working, and you just want to have a real specific, precise, direct conversation about it? It's not working. You're fired. Yeah. Some of y'all is because they put the toilet paper on going the wrong way.
Right.
And you like it to go frontwards, but they put it all going backwards.
Right.
Some of y'all don't like the fact that it's some shoes. I ain't talking about that. I have some silly stuff. We talking about business now. And so how do you work together? All the time we hear people say, I'd never work with my wife, or I'd never work with my husband. We'd never work good together. Well, yeah, you can. And yeah, you will. But there's a strategy to be able to do it. And we call it, you're fired. And so in order to work better together, you're going to have to like literally take a look at what we're doing with that piece. But let me share with this right here. This is the gem. This is from Warren Buffett. And so Warren Buffett is like one of the wealthiest people in the United States. At least he was. And he certainly knows money and knows businesses.
Yeah, he does. So if you can't control your emotions, you can't control your money.
Oh man, you can say that a couple of different times. But if you can't control your emotions, there's no way you can control your money. And like that's flat out in money is not emotional.
No, it's not.
But in our loving relationship, we're so caring and loving that we're emotional. And so when we carry the thing that made like with the Google eyes, you know, the Google eyes make you do dumb stuff. Like you will make some of the worst financial decisions happen during pillow talk.
That's right.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Y'all know.
Come on. You know, you done slept in a little bit. You done hit the snooze button.
Snuggled up.
Right. You done snuggled up. You feeling real good right there.
Oh, yeah.
And then one of you whispering to the other one's ear, man, we just need to take a vacation. I'm just ready for a trip. I just want to take you somewhere.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I just feel like that's the thing. All of a sudden now, you $7,000-8,000 deep into some lifelong bucket list, 10 grand deep into a bucket list vacation. And you're like, what? Out of nowhere. Happened? And so that wasn't a financial decision. It was a Google love decision.
It was an
emotional driven decision. And it's okay to make those decisions. You know, we make them all the time and we get it. You know, sometimes we do things just because we want to see the other person smile. I know I do. I do my fair share of money related things just to see Joy smiling. And you know, you do too. And there's other things that we do. But when you're in business together, like business, this is the hard part about business. Like when you're in business together, the first step that we got to really truly understand is that if we're going to go to the next level in business, is that the thing that got us here, this loving relationship that got us here, is not going to get us to that next place in business.
No, it's not.
And it's unfortunate, but we have to actually make our business into a business. And so the number one key to us working together in business well is to have understanding that there's got to be a separation between the Google marriage part and then the business part.
That's right.
And I know we get a chance to work together. We still friends. We still lovers. We're still partners. We still bagging all the different things. It's too much stuff to be able to list. We even like cook together, you know, vacation together. We do everything together.
Do ministry together.
And whatever we do it. And we do it all together. But the same things that got us into this, you know, from a relationship standpoint, from a feeling standpoint, in business, we got to really make a distinction on what's going to be a business thing and then what's going to be something personal, so that we're making decisions that come with the right thing in mind. And so we're going to talk a little bit deeper about that because I've been fired before. And so like when we first started working together, this is one thing you don't know about me and Joy is that our personalities are completely different.
Yes.
And so if anybody here has ever taken like a personality assessment or anything like that, you know, if you know Myers, like a Myers-Briggs assessment, they got many people know the Myers-Briggs assessment, but I'm an ENTJ, you know what I mean? And so whatever that is, she's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
She's the exact opposite. Like all of our characteristics are completely different. And this ain't like 2 steps forward, 2 steps back, and opposites attract. No, I'm talking about like it's completely conflicting. Like the way I look at things and the way she looks at things are completely different. And literally her personality drives me absolutely crazy. I'm not playing. Yeah, I'm serious. It's absolutely bananas. It's because when she looks at stuff, I'm ready to be on time. I'm ready to be buttoned up. Like, let's go. Let's move. Let's get there. She like, we can get there when we want to get there. It'll be all right. I talk out loud. And so I'm thinking and talking and she's just processing it. And I'm like, well, why you got the stale face? So I'm looking at her stale face. And she looking at me and she thinking. And so I got expectations. I'm like, well, why are you not talking? And so now I make up the story for you because I'm doing all the talking. Right. So now I start having the conversation for you with me.
But I haven't said anything.
Right. Oh, you saying John. Okay, so this is what you saying. Oh, okay. Oh, no. And this is what I'm. And so I will respond to my own self in a conversation with Joy because she ain't talking to me.
Yeah.
Come on now. One of y'all is like that probably in your relationship.
Possibly.
Yeah. And then when she does say something, what do? Sometimes I would just take it in and then repeat back whatever it is that I wanted to repeat back, just as if she, and that's like, so you start getting into these, cycles, if you will, of differences in your personality.
Yeah.
And since our personalities are so different, like there's no possible way it should work for us to be in business together.
That is true.
Yeah, like the things that you do and how you do it versus the things that I do and how I do it. This should literally not work. It shouldn't work. Yeah. But the fact is, the reason why it does work is because yes, we got a foundation that's based on love, and then at the same time, we good friends, and at the same time we got a shared vision, and we talked about that enough. So I'm not going to hit on that right now. But there's some other things that we did in business that really helped us out. So if we can do it and work together really well in business,
y'all can do it.
Because what's urgent to me, like if somebody sends me an email and we got like 7 or 8 shared email boxes.
Yeah.
And somebody sends me an email, I believe it's urgent. Yeah. Like I like to respond to my emails just like text messages. When they come in, if you haven't responded in about 5 minutes, I got anxiety. I'm twitching. My eyes twitching. If I see an email, and so picture me, we got a shared email box. An email comes in, I see it. Yeah. I'm texting and calling her within like 5 or 10. Did you see this email? Did you respond to it? And she's like, what email? Because she's still thinking about it, or it's just not as urgent for her. It's like, how do we manage those different things?
Yes. And I think, we have learned to be able to see how each other works. And so we let each other work in what we're strong in. And so you being efficient and getting through those emails and getting right on it and then having me follow up on some things, we found a way to make that work.
Yeah, but too, it's also like following up is important to me. Yeah. Is following up important to you?
Well, it depends.
No, just be real about it. It's important to
you. It depends on how far up on my priority list it is.
Right. Yeah. And so my list is
everything is
like
priority right now.
My list is like, okay, I got to get this done because I don't want to think about it no more.
Yeah.
Joy's list is like, I'm fisting to do it. And I'm not from the deep South. My father was from Atlanta, Georgia. But I'm not from the South like that. I didn't really all the way understand what fisting meant. Fisting. Yeah. I'm fisting to do it.
Yeah, I'm
finna.
Yeah.
I'm finna do it. Am I saying it right? Is it finna?
I'm finna do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that means still. I'm still working on it. But it means that it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But it's not physically happen right now. It means it's going to happen potentially over time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. And so if that doesn't work, to me, in a certain business roles, if that doesn't work, like if you have a role in your business that requires immediate attention is she gonna be the first person that needs to be in that role?
No.
Well, probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not.
And then at the same time, if you have something that requires me, I can't sit on the phone on these little customer service lines for like an hour.
Oh my.
Oh my goodness gracious. It drives me crazy.
Yes.
I'm about like 30 seconds in on hold and I'm about to pass out.
Yes.
And so I'm telling you, any role in a business that requires a lot of waiting or sitting around waiting your turn is probably not for me. It's because it just literally drains all my energy and I'll be done for the day.
Yeah.
And so whether it's waiting on a call or waiting in the courtroom or daggone it, whatever, man, it's just like a blah. And so, and for any of those different things, I know I'm not the right person.
Yeah.
So Joy knows she's not the right person for some stuff. I know I'm not the right person for other things. So we have to do this very mature thing in business, which is to fire yourself. Fire yourself. Somebody say it with me. Put it in the chat. Fire yourself.
Fire yourself.
Fire yourself.
Yeah.
There's some stuff you're not supposed to be doing in your business.
Yeah.
And just like what we said, what got you here won't get you there. It's like if you a person who's like finally getting to a place where you're making a little bit of money in your businesses, well, you had to wear all these different hats all at once. And so the same skills that you're doing, there's some stuff that you can do, but you really not good at it. You don't like it. And you really never wanted to do it. You just used to doing it.
Yeah.
And so in order to go to the next level, you really got to fire yourself.
Yeah.
Like you got the hustlers got to die so that the business owner, the entrepreneur, and the CEO can live.
Right.
And so right now our hustlers are like literally, we got a little marketing hustler, we got a PR hustler, we got a social media hustler, we got a acquisitions hustler, we got a financial hustler.
Oh.
I mean, we running legal, we writing contracts. I mean, we just like you are expert.
You name it, we got
in like 15. I'm the chief technology. Bruh, how much stuff are you gonna have your hands in? And nobody can do it like you. Because sometimes we just used to doing it. And so especially speaking, if you got one of you has started in a business and then the other one's coming in on the back end, well, now how do you release some of that? You got to fire yourself. There's some stuff that you're just really shouldn't be doing.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing is that sometimes we have to get past it's just easier for me to do it. You got to get past that to be able to go to the next level that you need to go to.
Right. And you got to get past personal pride. Because pride says that I need to show how I need to show my worth and my value and my contribution to this business by doing this. And if I don't do it, then I'm not valuable. So we hold on to stuff because the thing we're doing makes us feel valuable. And that's just got to go. So we're going to give you some practical tips here because this is very important. And so these are the 4 steps. We want to give you these 4 steps in order to enhance everything in your business and being able to work together. These are the 4 steps. And I promise you these 4 steps work. They're not necessarily easy steps, but they can be easy if you make them easy and just do it without restrictions.
Just do
and
it.
so the first step is realizing that you're actually running a business and it's not a side hustle. And so if you're going to be able to do business together, we got to first establish that this is actually a business. And like, and that guess what happens in businesses? They have actual jobs. And so you are not working, like, seriously, you're working a job in the business. And so the business is not the job. There's roles inside of the business that are the jobs.
That's true.
It's just like a big company. There's no difference. So no matter what size business you are, whether you're doing 2,000 a month, 3,000 a month, 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 a month, you know, these are roles that are happening inside of the business. And so we have to define what those roles are. So first is realizing it's a business. Both of us agreeing that it's a business. And this isn't just a side hustle and we just like it has to conquer every part of our lives and stuff. No, it's a business. And in business, there are jobs, actual jobs. So you are a person who's doing the job until you can hire somebody else better than you. Okay, come on now.
All right.
We are doing the job in the business. Like, guess what? I'm going to do property management until I can hire somebody else
to do.
And then I'm going to do project management until I can hire somebody to be a project manager.
Right.
I'm going to do this job, but I never identified as that's my job.
Right.
And so I might be doing all the purchasing and finding good deals, and I might be doing whatever I'm doing. I might be doing the sales in the job, but I might be doing the sales job, but I'm not the only salesman for the business. I'm doing a sales job. And so whatever it is defining what those jobs are inside of your business.
Right.
And then this is the big one. Number 3,
fire your spouse.
Fire your spouse. And guess what? That you got to fire each other.
Yeah.
Because sometimes somebody who loves you is going to be able to see the toll that something's having on you, and they're going to be able to fire you from that. They're like, look, you got to get off of this thing.
Yeah.
You got to stop. You have to stop. You're doing it. It's doing pretty well. You're doing it okay. But if we're going to go to the next level, you need to get your hands off this.
Right.
And here's the thing about firing yourself or firing your spouse is that it's hard to do because you have to train somebody else to do what you do.
Right.
Or you have to hire somebody in who does it differently than the way you do it.
Right.
And like, are you willing to allow somebody to come in your precious space and to do something and improve on something that's going on that you've created and something you've been doing for a while?
Yeah.
It's very hard to do.
It is. It was
very
hard.
To do.
I don't think it was hard for me because I did our property management for from the beginning of our business, and now giving it over to property management.
She didn't do it from the beginning. Well, I did it at first.
Well, he did it at first.
And I realized that anytime somebody gives me a good sob story, I'm just, it's over with. You can stay here as long as you want. It happened to me today. It happened to me today. Somebody was like, look, that's why I don't even go talk to these people. You might give me a good story. I'm like, all right, cool. You don't stay until you good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And so, so like, look, that ain't the spot for me.
Right.
And so here comes Joy.
Yeah. And so you and yourself. But so when you're doing this for so long and you're so used to doing it, there's certain things that if you don't have system and processes for it, it's hard to give it over to somebody else because you're just so used to it and you don't realize all the different little detailed stuff that you did or that you do that you would have to give over to somebody else. And there's a block. There is a mental block that keeps you from like, oh no, I'll just do it because it's just gonna be so much harder for me to have to sit down and explain to somebody else because I do all this, and this, and now I gotta tell you how to do it, and you're gonna sit here and ask me questions about how to do it, and I'm gonna have to tell you over and over again until you get it. I could just have done it. I could just did it myself by then.
That's so good. That's so good. And the hard part is literally being helped.
Yeah.
Like what got us here is our hustle, our grind, us going to go get it. That's not going to get us to the next level. We have to allow ourselves to be helped in places where we feel like we don't need help.
Yeah.
We have to allow somebody to come in we have to be able to hire the position.
That's right.
So we have to fire ourselves and literally fire ourselves from all the positions inside of your business. I dare you to do this right now. Is to take your business that you got together, fire yourself from all the positions, from all the different jobs, and then make yourself apply for the job. Make yourself apply. Come back and apply for the jobs and say, would I hire me to do this job in my business? Am I the best person to do this?
Yeah.
Should I hire me for the business? There's some stuff that there is nobody in the world who's going to do as good as I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm hired for that stuff. Yeah. And I do it with a level of excellence and detail. I do it with a level of concern. I'm excited about it. I really enjoy doing it. Whatever those things are, hire yourself for those things.
Right.
Everything else, we need to hire somebody else to do. Yeah. And that person might not be inside of your relationship.
That's right.
And so, but there's many areas that when you relieve yourself and then you just apply and literally write down what does this role entail and then who's the right person to do it. And you'll find that there's some stuff that you probably shouldn't be doing anymore. And you start to get it to places and people who can.
Yeah.
So guess what? You can hire yourself. So you fired yourself, but now you're hiring yourself. But you're hiring yourself not to be the business, but to work a job inside of the business.
Yes.
And so you should spend most of your time working on your business, not doing the job inside of your business.
That's so
You're
good.
just doing the job inside of your business until you can build to a scale where you can hire somebody to do that job. And so you are holding down that position. You are interim. You are the interim employee in all of the different jobs inside of your business.
That's right.
I'm serious.
No.
So Joy is an interim employee, and
Yeah.
I'm an interim employee in every single thing that we're doing.
Yeah.
That's not our long-term thing. And so to create it as a business, we're just holding the spot down until we can hire the right person to be able to fill those spots. And so now we should have a fresh business that we've got the best people in the best places doing the things that they love and doing the things that they enjoy.
Right.
But now ultimately, whenever we're working together, it doesn't matter how well we're working together. When does the job start and our relationship start? And that goes back to the beginning. So first we had to take the feelings and all the emotional stuff down, the kissy face, the snuggle bumps, the hey, don't be doing all that. We don't be on camera, girl. All right, but if you look over here, we gotta have boundaries. Like, so when does it start and when does it stop? And so number one is to be clear about when you are at work and when you're not. This is a shout out to all my hustlers out here who got businesses, side businesses, working a corporate job, got a business, or all my full-time entrepreneurs working 80 hours a week inside your business, whatever you're doing, is what are your hours of operation? Like, what are your personal hours? Like, what are the hours that you're going to work that job? And some people are overworking and some people are underworking. Some people working so much where you basically getting paid like $7-8 an hour because you putting in so much overtime that it's just not even a realistic thing. And then many of us get a little bit of freedom and then we start getting lazy. Once the business start going good in a certain area, well, now you ain't putting in your 40, you ain't putting in 30, you putting in about 15. What's your lunch break time? What's your off time policy? What's your vacation policy for the job that you run it? And so a job rolls both ways, especially if you in freedom. But if you have a business, the business is a business and you're working an interim position in your business. So what are the responsibilities of that job? And whatever it is, we're going to work the job the right way and not work it as though we were the bad employee who we really wanted to fire. Don't work it as the person you want to fire, you know? And then so the next one.
So once you've clear about your boundaries, look, respect when your partner is not available for work. So respect those working hours. Right.
Guess what? If every single other week, Joy say, like, I got an appointment, it's going to take 4 hours and they got to go shine these toes up and they got to go shine these cuticles. They got to push my cuticles back and my eyelashes and my eyebrows and my edges and my edge cream and all that appointment.
The edge cream.
I got to respect the edge cream. I got to respect the cuticles. You know, at the cuticles, hey, look at what I'm just saying. Then that's the time I can't be like, hey, just blowing your phone up like, hey, what's all this stuff? It's like, you look, no, I do. I'm pretty good about that. But it's respecting the boundaries of when are you on and when are you off. And that's easy to do when you actually have defined what your hours are going to be when you're actually going to be working and you're actually going to be productive and when you're not. And so that's one. And then so the third one is to listen to each other. Oh man. That's an easy one.
It is.
But that's for some people. Listen to each other. Those are 4 words that'll get a lot of people in trouble. It's to listen to each other.
Yeah.
It's the same way that you would have some team members that hired onto your business and you were their director or manager or you were their direct in line. And so how would you treat that person? How would you treat that person?
You would treat them.
You treat them with massive respect.
Yeah.
You treat them like a person who you put a bunch of money in, who you're paying Social Security tax and all these other stinking employment taxes for.
That's true.
The person you getting bonus for, the person who you've already done all your training and onboarding and all the stuff when they weren't productive and producing anything. And now you got them to a point to where they're producing something. Are you going to treat them all nasty? No. You're going to love this person. You're going to love their family. You don't want them to go nowhere. It's like they're doing this stinking great job. And you already invested all this time, energy, and effort and your money into this person to raise them up. And now you want to love on them with the best you can in the job role. And so the same way, it's like we got to be able to listen and talk to each other, just like we were a great a supervisor or something on a job,
because it's a business.
It's a business. And so we need to listen to each other, but do it the way that we would do it if we were in a corporation, and we wanted to respect and love each other.
And then learn how to celebrate the victories.
Oh man, learn how to celebrate the wins.
Yes,
this is the best part. And it took us way too long to learn this. So I'm telling you, we didn't celebrate nothing. Like we would like get a big check or something and be like, yeah.
We'd be like, wait a minute. Like we just purchased a house. I'm like, that's
this is a whole set of buildings, or we just closed on a deal, or we just got this opportunity, and we about to go over here out of state, or we about to do this. And but we didn't take the time to celebrate. So it was never a big deal. And so there's a book out there. It's called The Power of Moments, but it's all about like, how do you take some of the things that you do that could sometimes pass as just normal stuff and take the time to really celebrate it and make it into a special moment. And so take the time to make the moments count. You don't know if you're going to be able to, to do the same result over and over. Don't let it get boring. Don't let it get stale. It's to take the time to celebrate and enjoy the results and enjoy the fruits of your labor. And there's no better person to do it with than your honey bunch. And so I'm telling you right now, if you do those four things, it's going to change everything.
Yes.
And so we highly recommend it, and have some boundaries, have some space, but at the same time, hire the right person to do the job. And it might be you. Or you might be
fine.
All right, everybody. So we hope that helped all our entrepreneur friends out there. That's the formula that works for us, and we're excited about it. Next week, we're going back to talk about real estate again, because we love to talk about it.
That's right.
And so obviously, if you have not doubled your income in real estate investing, if you have not replaced your income in real estate investing, I want you to text us. Our program is going. We got couples who are joining even as much as today. And so we're excited because we love seeing couples to be able to grow financially and do their thing. And so you text us at 502-632-3005. I'm going to tell you, we just love to help you. It's our good pleasure to see you be able to win, and not just win individually, but to be able to win as a couple. Guess what? We're going to be doing this for years. We're going to help you to be able to buy that thing right. We're going to help you to be able to, because we do real estate coaching. And we do that real estate coaching that gets you the capital that you need, money. How do you get the money to do it? What's a good place to put it? And then how do you know it's a good deal? We can help you with that. We will help you with that. And then how do you fix it up so that you can actually be profitable? You're not losing money. Well, I don't have any contractors. Well, guess what? We got tips for that. I don't know how to get money. Oh, well, we can share with you. Guess what? It's all right. There's plenty of money out there. I don't know how to find a good deal. Oh, well, we can help you to find a good deal.
So we can help you with all that.
We can help you with all of that.
Text us.
Yeah, so you text us at 502-632-3005. We have a desire to see you win in real estate investing and go to the next level. And, we're real simple, because just the fact, what do we do specifically in real estate that we believe makes us uniquely qualified is that some of you have a desire to invest in affordable areas of the country. I'm serious. Affordable urban areas of the country. You just do. And you might be where you grew up at, or where your moms grew up at, or your old community. You want to go back to your old neighborhood and invest. How do you do it? What do you do? Well, guess what? That's what we specialize in. And so we specialize in neighborhood block by block investing is what we do. And that's why we want to help you, because we actually call ourselves mom and pop. Why? Because we like the mom and pop shop on the corner. That's who we are. We have a desire to be a pillar in our community. And like, how do you hold down your block? How do you hold down your block? We live like 6 doors down from the church we go to. So how do you get to a point where, you able to hold up that little pillar of the community that's yours? And it might be whatever size pillar that is. How do you hold it up? And so how do you hold it up in real estate investing? How do you buy the house next door where you live right now? How do you buy it? Fix it up. How do you keep that for your kids and your kids' kids? Yeah. And I'm only saying this because we got a house on our street. We're fixing up right now.
Yeah.
And it ain't the only one we got on our street.
No.
And so you got a desire to do the same stuff.
Yeah.
And if you let a daycare person and a restaurant person get together and they can figure out how to fix up houses,
right,
and how to do it the right way,
that's right,
then I'm telling you, if we can do it, anybody can do it.
That's right.
And I'm gonna tell you, we love what we get a chance to do, and we love the opportunity to support you. So you can text us at 502-632-3005.
Yeah.
And we will be excited to do that. But until then, it's always better
together.
All right.
Bye,
we'll see
y'all.
y'all next time. Bye-bye.